Hello, I'm Rudolph Young. I I was on the Dillyworx Robin Dillingham show some time ago, and I was talking about the apocalypse and women in the apocalypse. And people say, well, when the apocalypse comes, it's going to get everybody. You know, they always say it rains on the just and the unjust. But then they turn around and say, when you bring in the harvest and the chaff, you bring the weeds in with it, and then you separate them on the threshing floor. Well, if it rains on everybody, why do you want to separate them on the chaff on the threshing floor? Which means that the Bible is written in a certain way. It's written from the standpoint of a nation. It's written from the standpoint of a tribe. It's written from the standpoint of a clan. And it's written from the standpoint of a family. And then it's written from the standpoint of a man and then from a woman. The man is always first. The history of the world is written the same way. Nation is a nation state. It's ruled by a doggy eat dog. That's what Nimrod was talking about when he says he was a mighty hunter before the Lord. And that society is how society is now. That is how the Romans, the Christians, the Muslims, the Africans operated by conquest and destroy or divide. In fact, it is the trick of the devil. And you can tell it's the trick of the devil because all of them start with D. Divide, divert, despise, defer, delay, and the last one is called dumb down. That happens when nations are dealing with other nations. Well, how do they divide? They divide by nation states and tribal nations. The United States of America is not a tribal nation. The United States is a nation state. It means that they became the greatest empire in the history of the world by taking other people's stuff without their permission. That's why those people are raising hell in Africa right now because of that coup that happened in Niger. You know, the nation states was formed in Niger and Bokina Faksa. Of course, Bokina Faksa was called Upper Volta at the time, meaning that name was given to them by the French. And Niger was given to them by the Ghanaians. I don't mean the Ghanaian of the present-day Republic of Ghana. I'm talking about ancient Ghana. They come up with a whole bunch of names for Ghana. But Ghana meant gold, because that's where the gold of the world came from, Ghana. And when the Ibus came to America centuries before Columbus, and Columbus came to America, he ran into Ibu, who called themselves Africans. But they were Carib Indians. And when the Incas and the Aztecs and the Iroquois, the civilized nations of the world, tell their story and their history, George Washington and our founding fathers did not know that there was Masi and Ibu among them. That's how close they are. They also have, they are matrilineal. Matrilineal means not ruled by women. It means that men rule, but women determine who rules. That is what's happening now. Black people are still lost. They don't realize that they are reverting back to their original way, which means African. West Africans, not East Africans. East Africans are like African tribes. I'm going to pause here a minute so that you can think a little bit.